Alrighty, now that we've moved back to Western Australia, we had a moderator visit from the government, from the Department of Education. She's come and she's had a look at our first 12 weeks of school here, and it was all good and dandy and lovely, except that I felt that we had transitioned too far into what I would consider secular public high school, i.e. high school textbooks, and I'm not particularly thrilled with it. But it's just something that we naturally progressed or went into because of it's easy. It's just easy when you're juggling a ton of children and stuff like that in your homeschooling, and you've just had a big move and you've had a couple of parents die on you, and you just have to reinvent your entire life. And that I just thought that's what I ended up doing. We just got a few high school texts because they're cheap and easy, but I didn't really like them. So anyway, we did 12 weeks so far, and that with them. But then I don't know. When I was examining it, I was just thinking, that's not really how I wanted my homeschool thing to go. Not really. No. So I just thought, I don't know. A couple of people mentioned Ambleside Online again to me, and of course, you know, I've been there. I've been to Ambleside Online, to their curriculum online, and that for many years I have visited pretty regular. Always looking at their book lists, I'm gonna know about their schedules and stuff, because I look at it and then I'll become totally overwhelmed. I'm like, oh my goodness, Deb, how could you do that with like half a dozen children? Well, actually five littles. I've got to have 5 littles with me constantly, and that. So I was thinking, I'm not gonna be able to do that. But I don't know. This year, right now, for some reason, everything is just falling into my lap, and I just feel now is the time to actually attempt one of the years from AO. So Chloe is just about to hit 13. So this puts her in grade 8. So that is in, what form is it? I don't know, I can't remember. I don't know. I don't know, I've just been so busy looking for books, downloading them, because a lot of the books are for free. You just follow the links and then you can download them or get good copies, you know. Mostly from archive.org or something like that. Sometimes you go to Gutenberg and get them from there. Hang on, bub, don't interrupt the video. You can sit down and be quiet, but yeah, don't photobomb my video. Yes. So I've just been flat out trying to get my head around how it would actually look in real life once we actually really put our hand to it. And so you need a minimum of 25 different items or / books, you know, and that's a lot. And that's just to say hello for grade 8. So I'm pretty settled. I've got everything sort of. No, bub, you're not doing that. No. So I'm pretty settled. I've got our introductory books pretty much set. And that, so I do have one book in the mail on its way, and it's a Winston Churchill thing, but I did actually find his history of the British peoples in 4 paperbacks, and that, so I was like, got them for $24, so I thought that's a bargain for what I need it for, and I don't mind, you know, we'll just pick it up and pop them on the shelf, and that way we can actually have a look at them. But I think the other one is an abridgment. I don't know what that really means. Does that mean that they chopped his works down and put them in the book, or did they write something in it about the book? I'm going to have to figure that out as we go. So anyway, I went and started all of that up. I went to Carol's Journey and Destination blog, and that to get an idea on how to actually schedule it, because she actually has these schedules where she had lists all the books that they're going to use for that a particular child, and then she has all these boxes. But basically they're just going to tick them off during the week that they use the materials. That's my impression of how it works. So I've taken the same concept and I've made one for Chloe as well. So I've listed all the books, and I've scheduled for 6 weeks worth of work, and then I've gone and made a separate one for the tick list, because you know I'm a tick list girl, right? Alrighty, I have with me, I have a plastic box tub. This is called my AO box. Yeah, that's what I'm calling it. That's my AO box. But I've actually got a couple other things in there that I popped in there because they're new as well in the house, or updates of things that I've had and for the younger children as well, because yeah, but maybe we'll just talk about AO, because that's what I want to talk about. So what I have got for her, okie dokie, oh, it's in here, look, it's double-sided. This is our introduction to AO. All right, this is our introduction. So this is it's only scheduled for 6 weeks. I thought that would be enough time to have a hello and see if we could make some of this really work for us, because I so badly want this to work, because I don't really like the idea of, I don't know what it is about the high school textbooks. I don't know, they're just not appealing to me, and nor are the activities and the required work that they want you to do. I'm thinking, far out, mate, what a waste of time. I need to come out with, you know, what's it called? A master of, no, it's not a master at that. It's what's that saying? Something about something and master of none. Jack of all trades. Jack of all trades, but master of none. And it's a bit like that. They see things whizzing by in high school, but they never actually get to any depth or any real education out of it. It's just to keep them busy. To keep them off the streets or something. I don't know. But yeah, I don't know. It's just, I'm not loving it. So I really, really, really want this to work. I really want this to work. Yeah. So, okay, what have we got? I have scheduled Bible. We normally work out of a workbook. Move the workbook away. And we're going to just read directly from the scriptures. Pretty novel, huh? Yep, so I've got Old Testament, so we're going to work in 1 Samuel, and New Testament, which is Matthew, and we're going to do some Psalms. So that's what they normally also, I've noticed that in the schedules they also put, like, they schedule in all these devotionals and things, but because this is our first run at it, I thought I would just save that for a little bit later. And so we'll just start off with straight out reading from the Bible. Alright, maths. I'm going to leave the maths the very same way, because it's actually working, and I have to have maps. So at the moment she's just spent 12 weeks doing Maths Quest 8, and she also does some maths online, and I'm adding in, because she's just starting a geometry unit, so I also bought some foldables, and they have all these formulas and stuff like that for the triangles and the circles and stuff that you need in geometry. So she's getting up there in the maths, so I got some of those. Alright, here we go. We're finally going to get to the little box here, I think. Okay, history. One of the books is Makers of History, Elizabeth. Let's see, where is that? What's it? What coloured was it? Because I put all these pretty little cardboard things on it. So, this is by Jacob Abbott. And you can get, like, I don't know, a whole stack of them online. And I actually do have a stack, a couple. I have some already on the shelf. And that from previous times when we've done Robinsons and stuff like that. We actually do cycle through Robinson a few every now and then. It's actually rotated in, because I use that to help me so that I don't burn out. That's what we go to. So that the kids are still doing school, but they do Robinsons. And that, so yeah, it just helps with burnout. But, so this was just another one that I printed. And that's when she'll start with that. She'll do that. Queen Elizabeth. And then I've got all these little books that I've printed up. Okay, so what else did we organise for history? Okay, they said Churchill. Alright. So if you're doing the full grade 8, then you're going to do Churchill. And they're up to book 2 this year. But we've never done Churchill at all, ever. I think I've got a child's biography of him. And but they're not the same thing, mate. So, alright, so, but because we don't have any background, I thought, and I don't really know what we're doing. One of my friends said that if you've got Henty background, then there's not going to be too difficult to read. And my children actually do have some Henties on the shelf, so we might be able to get by with these. So, and because we haven't done any, I'm just going to go back and start at book 1, even though AO8 has book 2. And that's so... We're going to try that. And because I am doing that, and we don't really know what we're doing, I also started printing out the History of England. And this is by, what's his name? Arnold Forster. Alright, that's that particular text. And that's so, and I really like the idea of this one. And this is gorgeous. This is gorgeous. I don't know, why can't we do them all? So inside, it's just like an old-fashioned textbook type thing. And they come with pictures and all sorts of stuff. This one, oh, check that out. Maps as well. Gorgeous. Sometimes you just want to look at the stuff that comes in it. Okay, so in this one, they're going to talk about, they're going to have famous persons who lived during the time. So they actually will tell you in the chapter, before you read the chapter, some of the famous people that are there. And then they're going to tell you principal events. So you're going to get the events, so for your timeline. If you do like a thing of centuries, a book of centuries, timeline work or anything like that, there's your information. It's going to be sitting right there before you even get to the chapter, which is awesome. And check this out, mate. It's just gorgeous. And you can get this book for free. Just download it. Start printing them up. If you can get it in real life, then get it in real life, because I imagine, oh my goodness, how much is it going to cost me to print this up? Because it's not little by any means, you know. So I don't know, but I'm really thrilled just by looking at it, just looking at some of the content. I'm like, wow, check that out. So, all right, so I've got Churchill and Arnold Foster. Now, they use the Arnold Foster in the light version, and they use Churchill in the full version. But I don't know where we're going to sit and what we're going to really like and what will be where we need to be. So, and because of that, I couldn't really schedule in all the other history options that they've got going. So I thought, let's just start off with those two, and we will just toggle for the 6 weeks and see what we're liking and if it's working, and we just need to find our place. So that's what I've got going for history. So 2 histories, like serious histories, like 2 spine histories, and of course Elizabeth. Just that's what we're doing for history. What else? Okie dokie. Okay, geography. Oh, I didn't bring it out, but I was thinking about this. I thought about maybe downloading, actually, maybe I did download it already, Lay of the Land. That's on the book list for geography and stuff. Or going and picking up a book of marvels, and that which I found, someone sent me a link so I can go and buy a PDF version of that. But what I think, I don't know, but I was thinking maybe, I've got this geography book. It's pretty thick. And I was thinking maybe for a little while that she could just cover all the major continents and practice drawing the countries, and then doing a little notebook page or something like that maybe. I don't know. I'll know by, well, I've only got to do it once a week, don't we? So next Friday, by next Friday I will know what we're doing, what we're going to attempt or try and start something there. Science. Okay. The Wonder Book of Chemistry by Faber, and that I just need to start printing that up, and that. So, but between now and, well, actually, I can't start it until after I do this other stuff, because I've got all these foldables that I want her to do, and that. So these these big foldables and things for science and some chemistry stuff before we move into the Wonder Book of Chemistry. And I've got Great Astronomers. Did I print that up already? I printed some of that up. Maybe that's one I'm still got to print up. So Great Astronomers, I was looking at that too. So we're going to work on that. That's on my list. Nature Studies. I really want to, we're going to probably end up doing a fair bit on nature studies. First Studies in Plant Life. Now, I know that somewhere in this bundle, I've got a ton of stuff. What do we got? All right. Oh, that's amazing. Yeah, I've got some really cool stuff in there to show you for that. Alrighty, this one. First Studies in Plant Life. I too noticed some of these old books, mate. Awesome. I don't mind having just straight out black and white drawings. In fact, in many ways, I think that they probably lend themselves to education even better than silly photographs sometimes. But I don't know, that's just my preference, you know. And that, so I just thought this would be fantastic, because then she can do her own little like nature drawings and nature notebook and stuff to go along with it. So I've got that. That was what the first nature study book. Hang on, sweetie. Oh, okay. Sit down next to Mum. I can't edit, so you're gonna have to sit next to me. This is another nature book that I got. This one is for Australia. And that. So the other one was more general on plants and stuff, but this one's going to be very specifically, you know, for Australians and that. So the kids can get to, you know, figure out what's happening here in their own backyard. This one is more of a not some, I don't know if it, no, yeah, I don't know what type of picture. It's not black line drawing, but not photograph either. Anyway, so that'll be fun. So I didn't put the contents page in, doll, so I can't really tell you what's going to be in it. But that's the beginnings of it. So I didn't print everything, all of it. I did with the other one, the plant one, but not all of these, not all of it, all in one go. And then what I do is 50, 60 pages, and then I just bind it with a bit of cardstock on either side with a, I staple them through and call it good. And then I label them what part of that they're going to be. Hang on, no, I don't make a noise, bub. Please don't make noise. Okie dokie, citizenship. You know what? I have had Charlotte Mason for I don't know how long, a while, donkey's yonks I think we call it, and inside of her writings is ourselves. And I'm like, oh my goodness, I actually perused some of this and I was like, far out, how did I never see that before? How did I miss that? I'm like, I can't wait. This character formation, mate, I'm like, that is awesome. We are going to have so much fun. I'm going to be doing this with Chloe. She's not doing this on her own, mate. I'm going to be right there with her. That is awesome. So if you've got Charlotte Mason stuff, her books and stuff, get this out. It's amazing. And you can get them for free online too, by the way. Everything, every time you see me do this, that's me. Ugh, I'm getting... No, bub, don't do that. I just got grassed. Don't do that. Yeah, these are for free. You can get them online for free. Babe. Hey, Charlotte, can you go get Dad? Go get Dad. I'm in the middle of a video and I cannot edit this.
Okay, just let me
Yeah, go get Dad. Because that little boy's not going to be here. Francis Bacon. He's next on my list. Francis Bacon. Go get Dad, babe. Go and tell him Mummy needs him. It's an emergency. Alright, Francis Bacon. You know what? I've actually looked at him before and I was quite impressed with him too. And so in my previous wandering all over the countryside and that, because I sometimes did pick up some of the book lists and things from Ambleside, so that when we did Robinson's, I would have good quality stuff for the kids to read, So anyway, I've started printing him, and the very first one is going to be on truth. So yes, we have seen him before, but this time we're going to get serious with him, alright? Beautiful, little illumination there with the letters at the beginning. But I am really looking forward to that as well. So I'm going to finally get serious with him. So that's on our list, Francis Bacon. Alright, a hymn. Oh yeah, good to hymns, mate. Lucky I got one. I know you can get these stuff for free online. You can get the music, you can get the words, you can get, you can actually listen to hymns being played, and stuff. But I just thought I do have hymn books that have the music and everything like in it, but I thought maybe we would just start off with something like this, and so she could use it for copy work as well. So we're going to use, when she does her hymn, I'll get her to do beautiful copy work with it at the same time. Oh, your little boy, Dad, can you keep him on a leash? He was being excessively naughty. He was throwing lawn on me, making a racket, getting in my way. Yeah, I need you to keep the little boy, Daddy. Thank you. Because I can't edit and I can't stop and start without it being a whole brand new video. Alright, so that's what we're doing for hymns. We're going to do a hymn. Her language arts, look, they have a grammar portion and that. And so that's one of the things that I use the CLE for, is for the grammar that's in it. Because it's very good, actually. And so I've decided that since we've got those workbooks and she's been working through them all lovely and they're going just fantastic, I'm going to keep them. So we're just going to keep on working through it. Next year, though, if we're still doing AO, I know exactly what I'm doing. I'm going to move back to Rod and Staff, and that'll be strict grammar then, without all the fluffies, like spelling and the other things that and the cursive handwriting and stuff that they normally put in the CLE workbooks, and they'll be taken out. And so, yeah, Rod and Staff will just strictly grammar then. Okay, literature. We need to do some literature. Okay, Westward Ho. I started reading that. I was like, that's pretty full on, mate. Okay, Westward Ho. Have I got it printed? Is it in this little bundle? I don't know. No. not in this bundle. The Westwood Ho's on my list. I saw, you know what? I was at a secondhand bookshop that like yesterday, the day before, very recent, like in the last few days. I was in a like a secondhand bookshop, and he had like nine books all in a set by Kingsley, and of course Westwood Ho was in that list. They wanted $90 for the set. And I was thinking, I don't think he's going to pull that one book out and separate it from the rest of the pack. Not for you, Dales. So I didn't ask him about it. I just think, nah, if you got it in a set and you're selling it for like $90 for the set, you don't want to pull one of their books out. So, but I did see it there. So I'm just going to print it up for the duration, unless I go online. I do have a little bit of school money that I can go and purchase some like more books with. I'm going to purchase, what's Law's book of how to draw birds or something it is. Yeah, that's my first book I'm going to be purchasing when I get back inside sometime this afternoon or maybe tomorrow. I'm going to go and order that book before art and stuff. Alrighty, what else are we doing? Marshall's English Literature. Oh, man, that's back in the office. I did start printing that one out. And that just needs to be stapled and stuff, you know. But yeah, so we're going to do Marshall's English Literature. We are Johnny-come-latelys. Now, some of this stuff, like that one, in Marshall's Literature, would have been started last year in AO. So we're a little bit behind. But I think we'll just start it and get on moving with it. And I also have Watership Down. So I've got that. So we're going to pop that in. So yeah, that's what we're doing for literature, those 3 items. Art will still be the same, Art Monday, and that. So every Monday we do art in our house, and it's, I don't know, we do a nature, and that nature, an animal study thing, you know, or I also bought a course, She Blooms in Ink, and that for the girls to practice doing portrait faces and stuff. And I know that in the next couple of weeks we'll be doing these little model animals, 3D model animals. So it's all sorts of stuff. But yeah, LOT, which is languages or language other than English. At the moment, I have got elementary Greek 1 for the billionth year. We've been doing this for like 4 years. But this year I've actually been making them do quite a bit more. Really, I'm like, nah, I'm tired of you just dragging your feet, not doing it for real. We're doing it for real. So they've been really working on this quite a bit this year. And what else? I've got French, First Start French, and that, which they've also been had out. And but I think, because the thing is with AO, you got to schedule those languages 3, 4, 5 times a week. They're not weeklies. They are like dailies. And that, because you really want your child to really learn that language. So when Chloe discovers that, she might go, "Wah!" because she doesn't really like the Greek and that. So she might say, "Nah, all right, put me on the French." So French might end up turning into being the spine, the main language instead of the Greek. And if I take the Greek entirely away, that might make room for Latin. And then I'll be a happy soul again. Yeah, I haven't been able to put Latin on the table at all. Oh dear, the dramas of linguistics. Okay, poetry. Yep. You know what we're going to do for poetry? I thought, because we just need somehow to get things going, and that. So I thought, right, we're going to use this. So it's just poetry is just one a week type thing. So we'll pick out a nice little poem, and we will use that for copy work too, probably at this point. I don't know, because somewhere I've got to do a little bit of copy work, and she's got to do some narrations and bits and pieces. So we're going to use this. Oh, I don't use my paper. Okay, alrighty, so we got that. Hey, did I talk about Shakespeare yet? Because you know we're doing that too, right? Okay, Shakespeare. We actually do have some background with Shakespeare. And so I just thought, you know what, this would make things heaps easier if I just get something that she's probably already familiar with, and we'll pop that in. That'll make the transition easier, because yeah, she won't be getting bombarded with everything brand new. So we'll do that for a while before we get back to our big collectible book of Shakespeare. Alrighty, what else? It's pretty endless, isn't it? It's a lot of stuff, and you got to cycle through all of this in 1 week. Each week, you're just moving along. You know, composer study. Okay, look. Is that where I'm putting this other stuff? Great men of music. I've already had it sitting on my shelf because I gathered all these books and stuff for when we do Robinson. So I've got this series already printed and good to go. So I thought, since it's already sitting there, that's what we'll use. And that, so you can get these online for free. Anytime you see me with my own, with a cardboard thing and a writing on it, that's me printing it up for. I got it for free. It'll be on the net for free. And that, so there'll be a few of them. Actually, I printed this up way so long ago that it wasn't even double-sided. I print everything double-sided now, like in the last year or so, but before then, when I did, yeah, I did it the hard way. Oh my goodness, whatever. Anyway, so that's what we're going to use for composers at the moment. I might find something better as we go. Like, I do have some stuff, like, that I've, like, bought stuff, you know, that are on the shelves, but I don't know, I just want to get something up and running, and then I can tweak it as we go and fine-tune it until it's working. And of course, writing 3 narrations or essays per week. Did I cover everything? That's basically the gist of it. That's the beginning of our AO journey. That's the beginning. So that's me in my first 6 weeks. And I also pulled out an empty. I don't know if they're all keeping separate. When they're doing AO, right, and they got their little art booky things, right, are they giving the child, that's what I wrote on the back, by the way, so it's labelled, are they giving them one for chemistry, are they giving them one for art, are they giving them one for architecture, because I also want to do architecture too, because I actually downloaded that book and I just need to go back inside the house and start printing up some of that one as well. But I'm thinking, there's so many of these books I'm going to be printing. I just need to find some of them in real life, like bound already. But I think I saw somebody the other day on Reshelving Alexandria. They found somebody that could print the astronomer's book and everything, and I'm like, yay! I think they're in America, of course, but maybe that might still work out better if I just bought in America and send it home. It would still probably just save me a ton of time and money, and in the long run, do you know what I mean? Anyway, are they, with their notebooks, right, are they giving their children one each for each different subject, or are they just letting them bundle them all up in the same things? I don't really know what I'm doing. I might ask somebody actually before I let her start, because I was just going to give her one that's separate from her art. We already have a separate one, but I was going to I might ask a couple of ladies, yeah, what they're doing, like if they just let them bundle them all up or if they give them separate ones. I will have to find out. What else do I have in my little box? Because now I've got you here, I might as well just tell you everything, huh? Alrighty, and because we've just done 12 weeks, I took away their exercise books, their notebooks, because they're pretty full and stuff, and just got empties, so each girl will get a brand new one on Monday, because we've just had a week's holiday. And that because we just did 12 weeks. So, alright, what else have I got in this box? I've got, I got Milton! So we can do Paradise Lost. He's not scheduled yet, but I got him, and he's sitting here waiting to go. I got Milton, so yeah, he's in here. Oh, here, Plutarch. We're going to do some Plutarch. I know he's on that list. Sorry, guys. Plutarch. We also have a bit of background with Plutarch because I have tried some Plutarch in the past with the kiddos, and that's so, but this time I'm going to use this book because it's little and it's compact and it's right on my lap and I can do that. But if I get stuck or need some thoughts, I can just go to Ambleside and get Anne's notes. It's all good there, right? Alright, so got that as well. What else have I got in this box? Okay, that's pretty much it. Apart from, yeah, I think I've showed you all bits and pieces. I did myself a favour and I went and updated. I got myself all brand new copies of Singe, all 5 volumes. So I think I only had like 3 volumes printed previously, but I've had them for like, I don't know, 15 years or something, a while. Oh, maybe 10 years. 10 years. Anyway, I just thought, nah, I'm going to go get an updated version. So I went to Heritage Press and got their ones, just printed them up. Double-sided, everything, all's lovely. So I've just stapled them, you know. So I've got that for the littles, for Phoebe and Hannah. And that, so yeah, I just wanted to share that. That was what was in the box here as well, because I've been doing a lot of printing this last week, because I wanted to just start getting all my ducks in a row and have all the beginnings, like several chapters of each book available and good to go, and start it, you know, so we could start. And then I'll just add the, you know, add stuff as we go. So yeah, that's what was in my little box here. It's called my AO box. It's really for AO8 for Chloe. So the other kids are going to be doing their normal stuff for the most part, apart from I am going to swap out the history a bit for the younger ones. And what else was I going to change? Oh, I was just going to detour a little bit with their science, but they're going to be still doing what they're doing. I just really wanted to start with Chloe, and that. But we do have that Robinson's curriculum background, so they're not afraid of books at all. At all. They read big books. Chloe already read something from Jane Austen or something earlier in the year, Sense and Sensibility or something like that. She read a whole book and that. So and right now she's reading the Scarlet Pimpernel, and that. So that's the quality of reading that she's actually doing right now, and that. So she so maybe this won't. When I did my blog post, I said we won't drown. We might splash and thrash a little, but we won't drown, because my kids are all readers. They're all readers. So yeah, so that is my big news. That's my huge news for the week, actually. Probably the whole month, maybe even the whole year. I don't know, we'll find out. But yeah, so thanks for coming and hanging out with us. Yeah, thank you. I'll catch you later. Bye.